All right, welcome back, everybody, on this lovely Thursday. How's everybody doing? Good to see you all. Welcome back, everyone. Great day yesterday. We had a lot of fun, a lot of good stocks that made some big moves. We had DraftKings, we had Nikola, all those same stocks we've been trading, a couple of brand name stocks that did pretty well. We're going to check them out. But listen, that's all that's gone. Let's worry about today. We got a couple of different ones that are making big moves. Good to see you, Grant. Good to see you, Gina, Bonnie, Lori, everybody, YouTube, everyone, Facebook Live. Welcome back. All right, so we got a little correction going on here in the market. The market's down about 370 points. They're talking about the stimulus might not go through, this, that. You know what? If you're Republican or Democrat, who cares? We're all the same party. We're traders, so we're going to benefit from it. They don't want to come up with a stimulus, no problem. We're going to short the market. And guess what's happening? Unfortunately, for some people that are long, if you're long, you're wrong right now. And one of the indicators I like to use, I look at Apple. Look at Apple taking a big hit right now, taking a nice little correction going on, all these stocks. So today, honestly, I was going through the watch list. I really didn't see that much out there at all. I mean, we did really well with the SRNE. I'm going to bring this up. SRNE was actually a pretty good stock that we traded that did pretty well. And why is this not going up? Hold on one second. Let me bring up the right one. Here we go. SRNE. So SRNE had a really nice pop, and I'm going to bring this up so I can show people on YouTube a little bit better. But you could see how the stock literally went to about $11 and came right back down. Big resistance levels, huge. I think it was like 130,000 share seller out there. But when you look at some of the other stocks, like we look at Apple breaking down 190, breaking all-time lows. If this stock breaks this low right here around 109, Apple's got a major problem. Remember, this right here, let me bring this up so you guys can see what we're looking at right here. So this right here is when the announcement came out regarding the stock split. Okay, so I mean the stock literally had a huge run up, and listen, when it did this split, I think the split was like right here actually when it was all said and done. Okay, when you factor in the splits, but things are not looking too well. So you know what? We're probably going to have a nice little fun day to short. So, guys, don't get nervous on shorting. People get nervous. I'm like, you know what I get nervous? I get nervous trading options because you got time, you got commission, you got spread. Do you know options is a copycat of shorting? That's basically what it is. So don't be scared. So if we're going to do some shorting, we'll have some fun here. All right. So let me just clear this out and let me get back to the what's moving on this morning. So anyway, regarding about yesterday, before we go through the watch list and talk about it and go through a couple of things, I just want to talk about some stocks that we traded yesterday. INO, hold on, let me bring this chart back. So INO had a really nice push yesterday. You can see it went from $14 to about $18. Great little mover for some of those traders out there. We did pretty well on that one. The VXRT was also pretty awesome in the early morning. The stock went from 6 to about 750, and you could see right after 10:30. And by the way, a lot of you bought this. I know a lot of people bought the cyber clock yesterday, okay? Remember, you can buy it on our website. Right there, it says right here. Where does it say right there? Okay, see where it says 10 and then 10:30 right there? You can see where you have the reverse. That's exactly what happened here with this stock, and I'll show you. This is where things start doing their big reverse. See that? Right? Boom, right there, 10:30. It's like almost like coincidental. You see that on the mouse pad? It's almost coincidental. And then you had your reverse. And if you didn't get out that time, look at that. You would have threw away an extra 60, 70 cents. So that one was an awesome stock. Followed exactly how the clock actually works. What else that we traded yesterday did pretty well? We had, DraftKings, DKNG. I'm a big fan of DraftKings. So listen, I've been a big fan for a while. It took a little bit of a correction here. It's right back down to where it started around the lows. But you know what? You don't know. I mean, the stock's got some great news that came out with it. So you're going to get some profit taking going on. I'm still a fan going long, being long on DraftKings. So I've been long for a while, actually. I only have 42. So I'm within a sweet spot. I could take a chance here. I'm not really worried about it too much. I could take a little bit of a correction if it's necessary. Because you know how many times I sold things and they took off on me? So if you like something that well, they do great. And then we had the Nikola. That one also was pretty awesome too. You could see it there. That stock went from 30 to 35. So that's been a fun stock, but it's testing some major support levels right here around this 29, which kind of makes perfect sense in pre-market why it was a good trade. But that was yesterday. Okay, that was yesterday. We got to focus on today. So we had those. If you were here yesterday, remember I told you, I gave you the list, okay? And I said, and I wrote them right here. Actually, you can see it right there, my little yellow pad. So a yellow postie. So I said, listen, some of you made a request yesterday, and say, listen, it seems like at every time 9:30 comes around, the list that you have written in pre-market changes. I says, well, eventually, sometimes that happens because some traders hold their positions and they'll pop up at the open. But yesterday I said, listen, we're going to stick with the stocks that we traded. And you know what? I almost forgot to mention two other stocks that were on that list. So it doesn't happen all the time. We had Mayo. That one was a pretty decent one. And the really good one was Kodak. You all know Kodak. Kodak did the same thing right out of the gate. Had a nice little pop right there. So don't misconstrue it about all of them were terrible. But like the INO, the Nikola, and the DraftKings were awesome. All right, so let's talk about what's moving for today, because there are a couple of stocks that are moving. Apple just broke 109. It's almost there. It's holding. Let me go check on my level 4 and see what's going on with that. If there's anybody out there, let me just load up the data on that one. It looks like it's trying. You could see it. It's testing it. It's trying to go up. It's almost there. I bet there's a big buyer out there. Yeah, there's an order out there. You could see him. I'm going to bring this over here. You could see him right there. You see the guy right here at 108.86. So you can see a big seller just got hammered here. Yeah, you're right. 109. That was a major support levels right there. You see it right there? See that little red ball? Somebody hit that guy hard. Look, that guy was out there, all the way since the market opened up. Yeah, it's not looking good for Apple. So, listen, you can go short. So don't get worried about it. All right, a couple of the stocks that are moving. Let me just bring up a couple of the stocks here. So we had the SRNE, which is the biggest percentage gainer. We know about that stock. I'm just going to bring up this to show you what happened with that one. So if you look right here, there was a huge seller right here where the stock came up around 8 o'clock. And I know we all trade around 8 o'clock. And I told you guys, when that seller was not getting executed, he was out there for a while and boom, the stock came down. If you didn't get out when we were trading at 8 o'clock in the morning around 10:60, you got out around 11:30. You did pretty well. You made 50 cents. 50 cents on 1,000 shares is $500. That's $100,000 salary, okay? And you know what? If you got greedy and got cocky, you should have got out at least at 11. At least salvaged 40 cents of that move, okay? But if you didn't, and you didn't have the right tools, you know what? Can't help you. You know what I mean? You want to make money, you got to have the right tools. If you don't, you're going to get yourself in trouble. You got to follow the money. Stop being an analyst. But that stock anyway, just want to bring that up because that was a great pre-market trade. And it's going to be on my watch list, but I'm still very skeptical. I'm not really, it's backing off. It doesn't have that push that we're looking for going into this open. A couple of the stocks, this is up, but the pre-market looks horrible. Really doesn't look good at all, but sometimes I see things like this and all of a sudden they pop out of nowhere, at the open. So I'm going to put that as a second protocol. IBIO, another stock, scratch this one. It's garbage. I know some of you guys were looking at Ford. Ford came out with some little news right here, looks like. Had a little bit of a pop. Ford looks like it's making higher highs. Looks like a pretty decent long-term trade. Ford's not doing too well. Doing okay. NEO is another one. Taking a nice little correction here. Great short. So you have a good stock right there. And then keep an eye on the BJs. BJ's basically testing some major support levels here. If it does break it, you probably want to buy. So there might be some good opportunities. Now, let me just throw my 2 cents out there. We know why the market's down, right? It's all about the stimulus. I don't know if it's going to pass it. Honestly, listen, I don't think there's going to be any stimulus for anybody, until the election. It's all political. It really, that, and I know that. So, there's going to be some good buying opportunities. So if the market hovers here, then, that's going to be one thing. But I don't think, anybody's going to want to pass a stimulus to make this market rally. It could help the president. If they don't pass, it'll bring it down. They'll hurt him. I don't know. I mean, whatever it is. But if they don't want to pass, that's great. We're going to short. Okay. So there's some great opportunities here to make money. If they do pass it, obviously we're going to go long. All right. But as of right now, we know what the real reason is. So let's go out there, focus. I know some of you guys don't like to get in, politics, but you know what? I'm going to be doing a big event today. By the way, you can see on the bottom at 12 o'clock to learn how to use these tools. I'm going to be doing another big event on Saturday with Metastock. Then I'm going to be on Wealth 365. I think that whole thing with all 90 presenters are going to be talking about how to trade the election. Comes every 4 years. You know what? You're going to get sick of it, and you're going to get more sick of it every single day because you're going to constantly keep hearing it and hammering and pounding it. And honestly, I'm telling you right now, it's going to get a lot worse. The more closer, you got the debates coming up next week, it's going to get really worse. The market's going to get more volatile, which is good news if you're a trader and you're here in our trading room. So listen, just be careful of your swing trades, okay? And focus on your day trades. And just take the day's pay and make your day's pay. All right? Now, anything I'm missing I did not call out? Anything else? I think we just want to make sure. Yeah, Apple does not look good. Not look good at all. It crapped out. Yeah, I mean, this thing could probably go all the way back down to, this could really take down the market if it breaks below 100. All right. And you know what's so funny? I actually bought that stock, and I bought it when it finally came around like 127. I thought it was pretty good. I ran to 137. I got out at 124. I took a loss. Good thing I took a loss, because if I didn't, I would be getting crushed right now. Okay. Listen, biggest thing you learn here at CyberTrade University is not how to make money. It's how to control losses. That's what you guys got to focus on. All right, everybody. Listen, going to buy more Apple at 100, Jerry says. Well, like I said, let's see what happens at 100. But it is a big support levels there, Jerry, at 100. All right. So listen, 12 o'clock today. If you have not registered, click now on the bottom. If you're on YouTube, we'll post in a link. Students, cyber traders, be there. It's the only excuse that you have to get away from the computer. We only trade the first 30 minutes. I think we're probably going to be done within the first 30 minutes. Yesterday, I was done within the first 30 minutes. Okay. And that was all about on DraftKings. So unless some news comes out, I don't think you might get some volatility early in the morning with the market, but I don't think we're going to have a crazy day for a while. So let's make our money soon and let's get into class. And then everyone else will see you back here at 12 o'clock and at 2:30 for the afternoon meeting. All right, guys, good luck. Happy trading. Be safe. And let's make some money.